Please pause for the moment of silence. Please stand for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for the Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Good morning, Texans. Today is February 20th.
We have a highlight on a teacher whose passion for one thing brought her the loves of her life.
And a few members of the softball team live in studio.
Also, we had a big playoff game last night, and if you couldn't make it, stick around for the scores.
All this and more on NHSTV Live. The long-awaited sixth branch of the military may become a reality as President Trump signed a new directive aimed at bringing Space Force to life. The goal of this Space Force would be to guard the nation's interests and act as another line of defense against potentially hostile groups.
America must be fully equipped to defend our vital interests. Our adversaries are training forces and developing technology to undermine our security in space, and they're working very hard at that. That's why my administration has recognized space as a warfighting domain and made the creation of the Space Force a national security priority.
The United States Space Force would be a subsection of the Air Force, similar to how the Marine Corps is to the Navy. Congress will still have the final say, and the date to vote on the fate of Space Force has yet to be set. Now, we have some members of our varsity softball team to talk about a fundraiser for a great cause.
Thanks, Lauren. I'm here with Maddie, Kaylee, and Trinity from the softball team. So I know your Autism Awareness Night is coming up, so can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, it's our 11th annual Autism Awareness Night.
When is the game?
It's April 12th on a Friday here at home.
So I know you're selling t-shirts as well. Can you tell us how much they are and where we can get them?
Our t-shirts are $12. You can get them in Coach Williams' room.
So is there, where is the proceeds going to go from
All
this
the proceeds are going to go to a foundation called Autism Speaks.
So I know you said it was the 11th year. So how did this all start?
So a lot of other sports have like breast cancer awareness, like it basically like in their month that they're in season. And we fall kind of like in the spring where there's not really much.
Yeah.
So we decided that we would take on autism.
Okay, that's so great. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Texans, be sure to go and support softball by buying a t-shirt or going to their game April 12th. Back to you, Kaylee.
Thanks, Annie. The North Texas Teen Book Festival is only a month away. Reporter Grace White has the details.
Hi, I'm here with our librarian, Miss Leroy, to talk about our Texas Teen Book Festival. So, what can you tell me about it?
The North Texas Teen Book Festival has been around for a couple of years, and each year it has doubled in size. So last year there were 10,000 teenagers from across North Texas that came in to see these authors, and there's anywhere between 60 to 80 young adult authors. It's completely free to attend. We're going to take a bus from here in the morning for those of you guys that don't have cars and don't want to drive yourself, but it's at the Irving Convention Center, and it's just a great opportunity to get to hear from your favorite authors, meet authors, get your books signed, and just spend the day with other people who love books, and it's just a really great opportunity.
Yeah. So how do you join? How can you attend?
Basically just stop by the library and pick up a field trip form. It's $5, and that's just to pay for the bus, and then everything else is free. Although you will want to bring money if you want to buy books or food while you're there, because it is an all-day event on a Saturday. It's a lot of fun, and so yeah, just come and pick up a field trip form from me, and that'll get you started.
Okay. Well, you all heard it here, so make sure to come to the library if you're interested.
Thanks, Grace. Now, our theater program continues to astound their audience one production after another, but not many people know about the mastermind behind it all and what she does outside of school. NHSTV reporter Gabrielle Purdy has the story.
Miss Skipper is an amazing mother and teacher here at Northwest who puts hours and hours into every show that she directs. Miss Skipper has been doing theater ever since she was younger, first starting off as a dancer and taking dance classes, then falling in love with the musical Annie after her mom got her a track of the songs. This led to her love for theater.
I sang every bit of it in my room over and over again. I was obsessed.
Her love for theater not only brought her career, she also met the love of her life, Kevin Skipper, who would become her husband and a loving father to her children.
We were both theater majors at Texas Wesleyan. We met in our first class.
Throughout the 21 years, they've adopted 2 children and had 2 children, completing their family.
Christopher is 20 and he's a sophomore at Waldorf University in Iowa. My son Joe is 17. He goes to school here at Northwest. Jessica's 15. She goes to school here at Northwest. My son Scott is 13 and he goes to school at Pike and he's in the 7th grade.
The wall here though, because after having Christopher and Joe, Miss Skipper and her husband decided on adopting Jesse and Scotty from a foster care system. After not planning to adopt 2 children, they met Jesse and Scotty and adopted them when Jesse was 4 years old and Scotty was 2.
And we were really excited to meet them, and they just kind of fit with our family, and it just seemed like what we needed to do.
Overall, Miss Skipper works hard to raise her kids and also make beautiful art on the stage, which her kids have fallen in her footsteps to pursue theater. We are so thankful for Miss Skipper here and can't wait to see what show she puts on next and what great things her kids do, considering the wonderful role model that they have. This has been Gabrielle Purdy at NHSTV.
Thanks, Gabrielle. It's always great to see the personal side of our teachers. In other news, our Texan boys basketball duked it out with Birdville last night in the first playoff game of the year. Although the game would be close, our Texans maintained a steady lead until the end of the game, winning with a final score of 67-78. This means that we will advance to the next round of playoffs. Boys soccer will be facing off against Little Elm tonight at home at 6 o'clock while the girls are away. So be sure to give our soccer teams the support they deserve. Now, they're not in season yet, but we can't wait for them to get started. Reporter Abigail Franklin has the details on our Northwest Sluggers.
From the bat striking the ball to striking out their opponent, our Texan baseball team is hard at work for this year's season. Every day, our varsity players put in countless hours to become stronger together on and off the field.
Right now, we're trying to get our kids in as many game reps as we can, whether it be scrimmaging other schools or scrimmaging ourselves.
As the season is in its starting point, senior and Seminole State commit Tate Treadaway is just one player who is constantly working to play hard.
We work out every day, on and off the field, in and out of school. Every morning we're lifting.
Every practice allows each player to gain individual skills and learn to work harder together. When it comes to the best part of the sport itself, every player could tell you it begins with the bond.
The best part of being on a team and a player is the brotherhood you have. Everybody gets along real well out here because we all gotta deal with the same yell on the field, the same practice, all the running and everything.
Coach Herrick says, as a coach, his greatest part of the season is not only having hardworking players, but being able to see each of his players grow through the years. Our Texans play every week, so don't miss out to support the Texan baseball nation. For NHSTV, I'm Abigail Franklin.
Thanks, Abby, for that great story. We wish our baseball boys the best of luck.
Now, we always hear about the negatives to social media and all the harm it causes. However, it's not all bad. Through the power of social media, 87-year-old Betty Husiel of Pennsylvania finally met her adopted brother after 80 years.
This all started when her great-granddaughter took to Facebook, looking for who this mystery sibling was. After weeks of searching, Betty and her long-lost brother reunited, finally getting to be together as a family.
This is such a sweet story. I'm glad it ended well.
Absolutely.
Have a great Wednesday, Texans.
This has been NHSTV Live.